All right, let's try that. Maybe. Come on. I know you. Yes. All right. Looks like we are in business again. So, stream health is only kind of yellow, so that's kind of like we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna assume it's working okay, and if it's not, just let me know. Send me a thing, either through Remind or just take a minute and look. And if nobody says anything and I catch it later, well, I'll fix it for tomorrow. But it is Wednesday. Wednesday. Hey, Aiden, how are you? All right, cool. Yeah, yesterday I pretty much talked to myself for about 10 minutes, so it was kind of great. There was no evidence that I did that, but I didn't feel like I could, bite the same. I don't know. I didn't feel like I could do it again, so I just figured wait till today to kind of re-explain everything I talked about yesterday. Good. I'm glad, Aiden. I really am. This is it's getting crazier every day, isn't it? All right. So let's see. What did I talk about yesterday? Okay, so Monday we were good. I talked about the summary of the next 5 weeks. So I talked about the fact, for example, and this goes for all the classes. In fact, every class in the district, that tomorrow it's called a remote planning day, I guess. And what that means for you is, one, you don't have to check in. I'm 95% sure you don't have to check in. If that changes, I'll just send you the usual remind. And two, there should be no new assignments assigned on this day, and there'll be another one next Thursday and so on. So it's meant for you to everybody to just sort of catch up and take a breather and sort of do what needs to be done. So tomorrow, no class, nowhere, no how. So that doesn't mean like just lay around all day, but it's just like I said, it's meant to kind of catch up. No, Aiden, it's okay. Yesterday there wasn't. Well, it's not. It was funny. Like I got done with the stream and I clicked stop streaming and everything was normal on my end. And then I checked and there was nothing there. It literally. So what I ended up having to do today is just sort of resync the software I'm using with YouTube, and it seems to be working now. So I think there was no stream yesterday. I literally think I just did this and talked to myself. Well, no, I talked to nobody. I talked by myself here. Even the dog wasn't here yesterday. So, yeah, there was no stream yesterday. There was supposed to be, but yeah, technical issues. But we'll live with it. So, yeah, where were we? So, anyway, okay. So, for college prep physics, yesterday you started this investigation, electromagnetism investigation. If you're in honors, this should look pretty familiar because you started it last week. But yesterday in regular physics and college prep, you started this investigation. And basically what it is yesterday you should have read this part where you basically, first of all, just read this introduction paragraph. And then you choose one of these options here. What's the difference between, here, what is electricity? How does it get into our houses? What does that mean? And then option two, you could choose this one. Why so many different kinds of power plants? What's the difference between them all? Then there's option three. How do speakers work? What the heck? I mean, literally just a piece of metal or plastic or something. And why does it seem like there's magnets in there? I mean, if you ever had a paper clip or like a staple get stuck to a piece of metal, your keys get stuck to your iPad or your iPhone or your computer or something like that. What are magnets doing in there? I thought magnets were bad for electricity. So it turns out magnetism is called electromagnetism for a reason. So that's option three. Option four, what's the difference between DC and AC? What the heck? What is that? So like you may not have heard of those. Option five, come up with your own thing. But let me know if you choose option five. You do have to get it approved by me. So just say, hey, Mr. Jaron, I wanted to look into blah blah blah, and I'll say, okay, cool, or I'll say, maybe let's narrow it down a little bit differently, and so I can help you out with that. So that was yesterday, and then all you had to do was answer these 5 questions as best you can. It's hard to get this one wrong, honestly. Today, part 2, and again, you could do these all in one day. You could wait. You could do a bunch of them all. It's like break this up however you want to. This was kind of like the idea behind this was that part 1 is on day 1, part 2 is on day 2, and so on. But it's also designed that you can do them in any chunk configuration you want to do. Okay, so take it for how that is. So, but part 2 today's day 2, is to do a little bit of research. And one thing you'll notice is in the options up above, and pardon me for scrolling, it says open the resources for the option you chose, see above. So I'm going to scroll up, and here we are. So all these options have resources to them. So I'm going to click on that and open it up, and you're going to see there's resources. So I'm going to scroll back down to day 2, and you're going to see part 2. Here's the resources for part 2, and then just read it, watch the videos, whatever. And then there's a couple questions to answer, 4 questions, a summary of what you learned. Okay. Try to use your own words as best you can. Then put some quotes in there from what you read or heard, and pick a couple words that you might not have known or didn't know very well. Define them, find some words, and then ask a couple questions or a question. What else do you need to know? I don't think you know everything about this. Otherwise, why would we be studying it? So what are some things, or one thing or two that you don't know yet that you think might be interesting, or that might be relevant to this, that you need to know? Well, the dog decided to stretch. Wow, you missed the most impressive part. She reached up high. So that's it. That's what today is. And then the next couple days is going to be the same thing, but with different questions. All right. For honors, so now we are in, it doesn't say honors, but it says like up here, honors. So for honors, we're on Wednesday, right? Yeah. So for honors, yesterday, hopefully you submitted a document, and I know several of you did, because I just spent much of the last couple days going through them, which was good. You guys did a really good job overall. Some of you guys just a couple nitpicky points. Maybe you missed something, you forgot something, but all in all, you're moving in the right direction. Some of you got perfect scores, so that's great. So today, Wednesday, if you haven't yet, so go back and get the thing that I gave back to you. Look at the feedback I gave you. You could resubmit it and get all your points back, all that. And then basically make this shareable Google Slides presentation. All right, you're going to just go to Google Slides, make a new presentation, okay? And what do you mean presentation? What are you talking about, Mr. Jern? Well, if you go to the actual document, and pardon me for scrolling down again, so watch out, look away if you get easily dizzy. So that's where on day 8, part 8. Look at my comments, any feedback I gave you. Right? So Aiden, so here's the deal. So Aiden, you're surprised you got a perfect score. You shouldn't be. Here's the deal. Did you get the perfect knowledge that I was hoping you'd get? Probably not. It's impossible to do that face to face, but did you answer the questions? Did you get enough to kind of get the ball rolling, and you have a deeper understanding of the topic? That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for perfect knowledge. I'm looking for not perfect, but I'm looking for a perfect response that perfectly shows to me that you have deepened your understanding of the topic. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so don't be surprised if you get a perfect score. In fact, most people will in the end. In fact, most people, I would say, are going to lose a point at first, maybe 2, maybe a little bit more if you forgot some other things. But honestly, most people got like really good scores, because again, are you going to be able to demonstrate perfect knowledge? No. Okay, this is crisis school we're in right now, and what you learn from it is what you learn during it is going to be better than nothing, but it's not going to be like what we'd get if we were face to face. Okay, so don't be surprised if you get a perfect score. You did a really nice job too, by the way, Aiden. So don't sell yourself short either. I'm not trying to say that very whatever, but yeah, no, good job. So today though, take what you got. Okay, and some of you guys do need to do some feedback, do some fixings, and then make a Google slide, 5 or fewer slides, summarize what you got, put some diagrams in there you might find on the internet, make sure you cite your sources, and short explanations. You keep it simple, keep it neat, keep it concise, make it interesting. Okay, don't just give me like a PowerPoint version of the report. Make it interesting. So yeah, so do not cram in a bunch of text. Okay, I should highlight that and make it like bold or something, but keep the words to a minimum. It's shareable, directed toward just average people, your family, friends, your teachers, that kind of stuff. Okay, Mary's not surprised is because I did it all. That's fine. That's kind of what this is. Again, this isn't perfect school. We don't have a perfect situation. We don't have an ideal situation, I should say. So don't be surprised. I mean, we're doing the best we can, right? All of us. And yeah, this is the kind of thing. Do it all in one day. That's perfectly fine. Okay? Perfectly fine. You did a nice job. Okay? So, but that's essentially it. So today for honors, that's it. Tomorrow we have our remote planning day where you could catch up and ask for help. Just keep following the directions on Friday, and we'll hopefully have a live stream then. So is anything else? Yeah, no, Aiden, you did great. You did great. So nice job today. All right. Well, Aiden, you have a wonderful day. Everybody else who's watching, have a wonderful day. And Macy's getting comfortable. Sorry you had to see that. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully all the technology works out. Have a good one.